Drake Maye's football story is still being written, but the early chapters already place him in rare historical company, alongside one of the most gifted quarterbacks the NFL has ever seen, Dan Marino. Yet woven into his rapid ascent is a familiar and dangerous undercurrent, overwhelming expectation, and the reality that reaching the highest level is not the same as being ready to conquer it. By the time he entered the 2024 NFL Draft, Maye was not merely a prospect. He was a projection. Analysts spoke of franchise revival. Comparisons to elite quarterbacks came early and often. When the New England Patriots selected him third overall, the narrative accelerated. In a city conditioned by 2 decades of championship football, Maye was not expected to develop. He was expected to deliver. His rookie season showed promise, but it was in year 2 that expectations exploded. He led the league in efficiency metrics, earned Pro Bowl and All-Pro recognition, and entered MVP discussions. When he guided New England to the Super Bowl at just 23 years old, he became one of the youngest quarterbacks ever to start the game, joining Dan Marino in a small historical fraternity. The comparison felt natural. Marino, in 1984, revolutionized the passing game in his second season, won MVP, and carried the Dolphins to a Super Bowl appearance at age 23. Like Marino, Maye possessed the arm talent to challenge any defense. Both quarterbacks could make throws others wouldn't attempt. Both appeared at times ahead of their years. But Marino's career also offers a sobering lesson. His lone Super Bowl appearance ended in defeat. Despite a Hall of Fame resume, record-breaking numbers, and 17 seasons of excellence, he never returned to the big game. Marino's career became the ultimate example of how individual brilliance does not guarantee championships, and how early success can quietly become the high watermark. Maye's early Super Bowl run carried a similar tension. The physical tools were present. The statistical dominance was evident. But the postseason exposed something less tangible. Readiness. Competing at the highest level requires more than arm strength and anticipation. It demands ruthless situational awareness, and the patience to take what elite defenses allow. There are plenty of intangibles like emotional control under championship pressure, and the humility to adjust when instincts fail. In the Super Bowl spotlight, the margin for error disappears. Windows close faster. Pass rushes arrive quicker. Defensive coordinators exploit the smallest tendencies. Young quarterbacks often discover that talent can carry you to the stage, but composure and experience win once you're there. Over-expectation compounds the challenge. When a cornerback ascends too quickly, the surrounding narrative can distort reality. Media crowns him early. Fans assume inevitability. The locker room looks to him for immediate answers. Instead of developing organically, he is asked to be complete. History shows how fragile that path can be. Winning a Super Bowl requires a constellation of factors beyond quarterback play. A championship-caliber defense, elite protection, reliable weapons, adaptable coaching, and health at the right moment. Even then, it requires resilience against the league's built-in parity. Injuries, free agency, coordinator turnover, and the randomness of single-elimination football make repeat appearances extraordinarily rare. For every quarterback who returns repeatedly, Brady, Mahomes, Montana, there are many more like Marino. Transcendent talents, who found that their first opportunity was also their closest. Drake Maye stands at that inflection point. He has already proven he belongs among the NFL's elite from a talent perspective, but the next phase of his career will determine whether early acclaim becomes a foundation or a burden. The lesson from Marino's trajectory is not pessimism. It is perspective. Reaching a Super Bowl at 23 is remarkable. Winning one requires evolution. Returning requires organizational stability, personal growth, and a narrowing of mistakes that only experience can teach. Maye's story at this stage is defined by promise and by the weight of expectation that comes with it. The physical gifts are undeniable. The challenge now is readiness, to slow the game down when it matters most, to lead without forcing, and to grow beyond the narrative that crowned him too soon. In professional football, arriving early does not guarantee arrival again. Drake Maye has reached the summit's edge. Whether he climbs higher or learns how steep the mountain truly is, will define the chapter still unwritten.